And aloha! Welcome back to the BlueNote Fan Report. This is the Intermission Show. How is everybody doing out there? What a fitting tribute. And with that being said, let's pay tribute to Lance from the Drop Hockey Podcast. How you doing today, Lance?
Doing good. Glad to be here for the intermission.
A better period, right? I'm happy with that period.
Yeah, even though it's the Ducks and they're not a great team, they always play everybody tough normally, especially when they're healthy. And they got Gibson and a few other guys back today for the first time since they were on the COVID protocol. So I'm sure they want to win and get things started for them with the guys back and start fresh. So I think the Blues had a good period. It doesn't matter what your opponent is, whether they're good or bad, you got to play good. And I thought they had several good opportunities against Gibson, and he made some very good saves, but Bennington was right there too and made some good saves. And I would think, in all honesty, he made the better saves out of between the two goalies.
Yeah, hey, that was a real fitting tribute. Charles Glenn coming and singing the national anthem after retiring. That was really good. Ashley saying, "Hi, gentlemen." Ken Smith, I was crying like a baby during that tribute. Yeah, I had to wipe away a few tears.
Have you ever met Charles Glenn?
Huh?
You ever met Charles Glenn?
No, I have not. That is something I really want to get him on the show.
When I was a season ticket holder, he was walking up around the club seats in the little hallway between the club seats and what used to be called the Blue Note Club up top. And I talked to him, and he stopped for about 10 minutes and sat there and talked to me. Just super down-to-earth guy, very nice. You hear all these good things about people, and sometimes you think, they can't be that nice. Just like Bobby Plager, and in both instances, both great people.
Yeah, I really do. I know he's got the issues, the medical issues, but I really would like to get him on the show. I was behind. I didn't really get to see him sing that I can remember until the first time, 2014. And he came down because I was sitting by the Edmonton bench.
Yeah.
Right on that back corner where we shoot twice.
Yeah, and he used to come down in the seats and sing.
Well, he would come down from the opposite side. He'd come down that way and start singing when the Blues go marching in.
Yep.
Right. And when I first heard that, the first time that I really got to hear it, I was like, wow. That's right.
I was going to tell you, speaking of songs, guess what I have?
What?
When I was a little kid, I was in the Blues Kid Club, it's called the Blues Note Club for young kids.
Yeah.
And the games I didn't go to with my dad's tickets from his work later on in the 80s, when they stopped giving the tickets out and the Blues got better and we couldn't get them for every game.
Yeah.
I would get those tickets, and there was a song called, it was a blues theme. And I got the record, and it basically talks about, it's called St. Louis Blues. Have you heard the news about the St. Louis Blues?
Blues. Oh, yeah.
They're on their way to number.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got that little 45, and I used to play it as a kid.
That would be something to hear. That would be something to have on digital if we could get it put on digital.
I can get it to you digital. I'll just have to, I'll do it. It may not be immediately, but I'll get it for you.
Yeah, no. I mean, that would be something to be able to play on digital. Got video of him singing at the Blue Note bar that was on Lindbergh. Oh, That would be great. Yep. And Marianne is asking if you remember the Goaltenders Club.
Yep.
Right. So, he lives in Maryland Heights, and that's my hometown. I got
and that's exactly where that Blue Note Club was. Yeah.
Oh, the Blue Notes. That's right. Okay, I know what he's talking about now. The Blue Note bar on Lindbergh. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I knew Tom. Very well. I did my show there a couple of times. My birthday was there.
Yep,
so I absolutely. Why wasn't there an interference call on the hit on Blatty? That's something that that's a topic for a 2.5-hour show. Yeah, and we probably won't cover it enough.
And we kind of hit on it at the beginning, what we think should happen to the ref. And I think if we want to have a show one day just about calls and non-calls, we could probably spend 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah, I really do. And oops, I'm not putting that comment up. I will. Hey guys, look, I appreciate free speech. I absolutely do. However, I am trying to keep this a friendly show, so you are allowed to do it. I'm not going to show it. So that's all I'm going to say there. So, hey, Lance, remember we were talking about those jerseys, right?
Yes, sir.
Well, I went and did something stupid.
Oh no.
Yeah, well, I'll have to show it. Give me just a
So
second.
in other words, you bid with your heart and not your brain.
I think so. We bring it up. And yeah, I did. And you guys can all get on me. I'll probably get in trouble for this, but
Yeah,
here we go.
Hey, if you feel it's something you should do, it's your money. Spend it how you want to spend it.
There you go. I'm winning the Joshua jersey,
Cool.
right? At 625.
Cool.
All these prices. Well, I haven't refreshed it yet, so let me do a refresh and make sure I'm not getting beat yet. I mean, there's still 4 days left, you know.
Yeah.
4 days and an hour left, so there's a lot of time left in this.
Oh yeah.
Right? I mean, 91, Terashenko, 1,075, Perron, 1,500. You know, the O'Reilly at 750. I may, if I get outbid on here, this may be my cap jersey. Krug's at $1,000. Here's one that surprises me. I'm surprised that Bennington's not much higher.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that Husso's affordable.
Yeah.
Right? Just going over them, you know, they're going to go through the roof. I really doubt that I'm going to get this. And no, Rooster, I'm not rich. I'm going to get in trouble. There is no ands, ifs, or buts about that. But this is something that means something to me. And you know what? Maybe somebody comes back and says something great for me.
Well,
This guy says, I can't afford the auction, but I did buy a custom 73 Bob Plager jersey for $219. I'd have paid for that.
Cool.
Right.
Guys, there's very few players that I would want to spend that money on, and a lot of them are Hall of Fame players, but there are a few guys that meant so much to the game that if I had that money, I wouldn't think twice about paying $1,500, $2,000 for it, because it's how you feel with your heart and what that item means to you.
Yeah. It comes down to this. It's a one of a kind. You know, they're not going to offer at the moment. At the moment, it's one of a kind. And if it stays one of a kind, it's worth the money. And it means that much to me to have it for the show, to put it in a case, something like that. McGongle's back. I appreciate you, buddy. Jess says, let's talk about her being in second in the pick'em contest. Yeah, Jess, you took second last time. You're only a point behind. Keep it up. You know, there's 2 games left, today's game and the next game. So we'll be doing that. Rooster says you'll be sleeping on the couch. No, I'll probably be sleeping out here on the patio. The couch might be too good for me. What did Brett? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Look at Brett's hair. Have you seen this?
I heard about it, but I haven't seen it.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Somebody got drunk and went and got a haircut.
Is he being a 50-year-old man trying to be a 25-year-old man?
Yes. Absolutely.
Well,
and it my
Lord love him for it.
Oh yeah. But you know what? That's the thing about Brett. And really, I wish he would come back to St. Louis and embrace the city the way Bob did. Because he is that guy, right? He is that guy, and he's that guy. And I said this on my top 10. Brett would be on this list if he didn't even score a goal because of his mouth and his quips. And that was enough.
Yeah, I can tell you, it's like I said on the other night, he loves the city. From the time I got to spend with him, he loves Nashville too, because Nashville's a very nice place to live. And I know people are going to hate me for saying that. I'm not saying I love the Predators. Please don't quote me and say I said that. But Nashville is a beautiful city, and he's close enough to St. Louis, and he's here enough. He's here all the time that I think he's going to step up and do some things to kind of pass that torch on from Bobby. And like you and I said, it's going to be a combined effort, which I don't mind. It just goes to show even more how much those guys love the city.
Yeah, and I also, and I know this man personally, okay? I know Bruce is not that outgoing
No,
type
he's
of
not.
person,
No.
but this is, I have a feeling that Bruce is going to start becoming a little more outgoing.
Yeah, he loves the city just as much as Bobby does. He's a great ambassador. He's just not. I wouldn't say he's quiet, but I wouldn't say he's talkative. I think
No,
Bruce.
he's a reserved man. He's a very private man,
He,
and I get that. I
yeah,
absolutely do.
he
But
talks
he's
and
also
does.
got a heart of gold,
Yeah, he
and
talks and
that's what people miss.
yeah, he talks and does things when when he feels he has to. He's
Yeah.
not one of those guys that puts himself out there a lot, but that doesn't mean it's bad. It just means that's his personality. But you had him on the show, and it was a great interview, and he's a great person. He's just not talkative and outspoken like Brett.
Yeah, and that's sometimes that's just fine.
Yeah.
I want to bring something up here real quick while we're talking. You guys, I know you guys are putting a lot of stuff in the groups, and I'm trying to get around. Marianne says Brett's a great guy, and yes, he is. Why can't I find what I want to find when I want to find it? Give me just a moment. I really want to bring this up. Oh wow! So it's bumped up a little since last night. It was at 58.3 last night. So you guys are I want to show this. I wish this was easier, but this is the best I can do. So this guys is the Blues Alumni Assistance Fund. We wrote a story about it. They're about 20%. They're trying to get 300,000. Once they hit 300,000, they are going to get matched. Someone is matching that 300,000, so they'll have $600,000 to give out to small businesses in amounts up to $15,000, and that's a great thing to help grow small businesses. But you can't if you're a small business and you donate to it or your family member donates to it, you can't get it. So that's why I can donate, because I don't count, because I'm not a St. Louis business. Attempts are 14 on each side. Scoring chances are 6-4 for the Blues. Hits 8-6 for the Blues. D-zone turnovers, another problem. 5-3, with the 5 being on the Blue. Face-offs 9-7. Got a little bit of time left, Lance. What do you think the Blues? How do you think the Blues come out in the second?
I think if they come out the same way they did in the first period, they're going to be fine. I think just keep that effort, keep doing what you're doing, taking good quality shots. And I think eventually they're going to score. I picked them to win, I think 4-1 or 4-2. And I hope they do that. I just want to say one thing real quick. I want to see the Blues take that 50-50 raffle and the part that they keep. I want to see them put some of that towards this charity. I think that would be a great gesture on their part to take some of that. But anyway, I think the Blues are going to come out and play very well. I don't see them, falling apart or anything. If they keep doing what they're doing, they're going to be just fine.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that some of that 50-50, normally it goes to the Blues charities.
Yeah,
I'm sure some of that they might make one of them for this.
That would be great.
Fun, and I think it would be too. And I'm glad. I know my story hasn't got a lot of reads, so I am going to ask you this, guys. For everybody that's watching, please go out, read that story, and then share it with your friends. Share it through email. Share it through whatever. But let's get that $300,000 that you're trying to raise. Let's get the word out. That's all I'm asking. Get the word out for the Alumni Association and for Bobby. Bobby was a huge part of that Alumni Association. When they called him an ambassador for the Blues, that's exactly what he was. And there's no more driving. I'll be more in the second. Ashley, it is no problem. We love you whenever you're here. So I look forward towards a lot more during, I kind of lost my place. He was an ambassador, and I look for more guys to sign up and become more ambassadors. Kevin says, check out the link that he sent. They've got some nice sweaters. Sent a link earlier, but I mean, you can't make a clickable link here. I can kind of show you where it's at. It's at Custom Throwback Jerseys.
Just copy and paste it.
Yeah, you got to. I can't. The way mine is set up, I don't have a regular thing like that. Yeah. So I'll kind of leave this here so you guys can see it in the chat rooms. It's from Twitter, so it's probably going to be on my Twitter chat. It might be under my Twitter. I'm not going to endorse them because I haven't seen it, but I'll go look at it. If it is, if they're Canadian, then yeah, I would be okay with it. But I got to be careful of some of the stuff from foreign because I've seen some bad stuff from the foreign stuff, and I've also had a couple chances to buy some Gretzky jerseys that the more I looked at them, it wasn't worth what they were asking. So I even had a chance. I looked at it. There's one online. You know the trumpeter jersey? Someone took that and put Gretzky's name on it. Sewed it in, not taped it in. Sewed it in with the C on it. They want too much for it, but you know, as a novelty, it would be. You know what? If I could get a sponsor to pay for that, then yeah, that would be something that I would give away. I think that would be a neat novelty.
Yep.
Right. Okay, guys. So we're just about ready for the game to come back on. This is Guy and Lance. We're welcoming you to the BlueNote Fan Report. Don't forget, please check out our sponsors, War Stories Coffee, Mike Zook Enterprises, and Forrest Gump Construction. We will be back at the second intermission. Hopefully, the Blues having a lead. They haven't scored in a bit, so we need some points on the board. Aloha, mahalo, and Lance, could you stick around? And I'll catch you on the second intermission show.